Shifting gears a bit here now to the families of fallen U.S. service members known as Gold Star families. Many of them lost loved ones to the war in Afghanistan, part of the response to the attacks on the World Trade Center. These families have written a letter to America and the country's leaders as well, saying the Pentagon team that manages them hasn't protected them and refuses to listen to them. Joining me now, one of the Gold Star family members who co-signed that letter, Jenny Taylor. Jenny, it's great to have you with us. I really appreciate your time. I want to know more about your husband. Tell me a little bit more about how he was the mayor of Ogden. We know that of West Ogden, I guess, North Ogden, I should say. He'd already done 3 tours. Why did he want to go back?
It was in his blood. I don't think he could stay home. I've even found a journal entry of his where it said, "I can't stay back if my country's at war." He was raised in a very patriotic home, very faithful, very God-fearing, and I believe he really felt this was part of his life's mission, was to stand up for freedom and democracy, not just at home, but wherever he was needed. And I supported him wholeheartedly in that. We were married 15 years. He had 4 combat deployments and the rest of the time in the Utah Army National Guard. Like you mentioned, he did serve as the mayor of our hometown of North Ogden, Utah. So he really was just a citizen soldier, a statesman, and a patriot above all else.
Well, that is so well put. But having been on 3 tours, you have 7 kids. I think everyone, Jenny, would have understood if you had said, listen, I'd rather you stay home. Were you okay with him going?
Sure, you know, that was a question I get asked a lot, and it's a question he and I only asked ourselves the first time. I remember a very tearful, thoughtful, prayerful conversation before his first deployment. I was then expecting our first child, and that's where we really kind of had that put your money where your mouth is moment. We both love this country, we love freedom, we love America, and now we knew it would be separating our family. Again, 15, 16 years ago was the first time we really dove into that. Once we made that decision, there was no going back. I know my husband truly believed some things really were worth dying for, and I'd die next to him by his side if I were called upon to do so. And so I say all of the time, we have a lot of heartache, but no regret for his service and his sacrifice.
Wow, that's powerful. Jenny, let me ask you about this letter to America that you co-signed on to, asking for action and accountability, basically. Put a voice to this for us. What is the main thing you want?
I think the main thing, like you said, action and accountability. You know, it's easy to take a broad brush and say no one's listening, no one cares, no one's done anything, and that's not fair. There are those who listen, there are those who care, but there are a lot of bureaucratic steps, there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of the process that could be improved, there's a lot of people who maybe are listening but we're not seeing the action. There's a lot of heartache in the Gold Star community, families who have buried a soldier or a sailor, a Marine or airman draped in a flag-draped casket that have kind of those emotions of wondering, was it worth it? Did my person give their life for nothing, for in vain? I'm quick to say absolutely it was worth it. Again, I believe some of those things are worth dying for. I think now it's on us as Americans to make sure that we're living for those same principles, whether it's in the government, whether it's in the Pentagon, or even just in our regular homes and neighborhoods. And so I think this letter really is a call to action. I would call it a wake-up call more than anything, and not just to the Pentagon or any one bureaucracy in this country, but really to the American people. Look at what sacrifice is. Look what the price of freedom is. Look at children like mine who are growing up without a father, and then find some way to act on those feelings that you feel. Help each other, reach out. Let's set politics aside and really look at how we can improve our policies, improve our procedures, and be that not only for our surviving families, but for the family of our living military men and women. They need us just as much.
Sure. Jenny, let me get you, before we let you go, on the plans for the Global War on Terror Memorial on the National Mall. You've been working on this for years. What's the holdup?
I think the holdup is in Congress, to be honest. There's a couple of congressmen who maybe sit in positions of leadership that could get this thing to a hearing, and it's been held up. We have bipartisanship support. The actual Global War on Terrorism Memorial on a national level was passed by Congress in 2017. We've already decided we're having one. We only need private funding. It will not cost Congress or the taxpayer a dime. Now we just need to get it to a vote. Once we have a vote, I am confident we will have bipartisanship support. The American people will support putting a memorial to this war on the Mall in Washington, D.C., where the memorials to our other war and war fighters are. It's just got to get through a vote. It's got to get through some of those committees, and it's September. The clock is ticking. I hope we see that happen before this calendar year ends, and we have to start all over again next year.
Yeah, Jenny, I know you're joining us from the fairgrounds there in Utah. Tell us a little bit about the plans for 9/11 on Saturday.
You know, we're doing what we call Weber Remembers. I live in a county called Weber County, and we remember here. We remember what 9/11 was about. We remember the sacrifices made. We're working with our firefighters, our police officers, our medical professionals, and military personnel to come together. We've created an immersive museum experience with 300 photos that are 4 feet by 8 foot, 20 television screens, 30 directional sound areas, so that you really walk back in time. And then we've created a service exhibit where you come in and there's a bunch of vendors, not to sell you a product, but to give you a chance to serve. Right here in northern Utah, everyone listening has a way to serve close to home. We don't have to go overseas to save the day. We can start right where we are. And that's what we're doing this weekend in Ogden, Utah.
Yeah, and I know it looks like, from what I've seen, a very powerful display. I know that there are a lot of high school students who are going through who weren't around back on September 11th, 2001, and they're learning an awful lot. Jenny Taylor, what a wonderful voice you are for the cause, and we appreciate you sharing it with us tonight.
Thank you.